Good evening, fuckers. We are back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video. This one is another request from old LaserJetJordan, and it's basically the return trip of one of his previous requests. In fact, I think it might have been the last one of his that I did. So, yeah, we are starting at Gatwick Airport and making our way back to London Victoria, and yeah, even despite the thumbnail of the previous video showing that that was the route I took, no, I did actually go from Victoria to Gatwick. So now we really are doing the Gatwick Airport to London Victoria return trip. So we're in the class 460 again. What joy. And yeah, specifics, it's spring, it's cloudy, and it's 10 AM, none of which is really going to have any impact on how we do. So yeah, that is the setup. Let's get this one up and running. Right, here we are. Yeah, right at Gatwick Airport, a very quiet Gatwick Airport, but nevertheless. Okay, so let's get this thing set up. So, master key on, and let's get this moved into the right position. There we go. Okay, alright, let's get our number entered in. So, there was a video I watched fairly recently of, it was someone in either one of these or they were in a 180 where you have to enter in the code. The code he entered was 69420. I stopped the video as soon as I saw that. Fucking prick. Anyway, there we are. Right, let's set up the train service number, and this time the 0092 is the right one. You can barely hear it, but yeah, it is there. Right, so Gatwick Express, we are going to I'm going to disable that. There we go. Right, we'll acknowledge the fault. It's not a fault, I did it myself. Right, let's get the lights sorted. We'll put the instrument lights on. And we want these on day. There we go. Yeah, so this is an express service, so we are not going to make any stops. We're going straight to London Victoria. So I'll take one last look outside. I suppose I should open the doors and let the passengers in, shouldn't I? So right, the doors are on this side, so let's there we go. Well, I think a couple of people got off. No one's getting on though. Oh, first plane is coming rather quietly. Maybe it was gliding in. It's quite a long old stop here. Or have I got to manually close them? Well, let's try it and see. Nope. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, that's everyone on. Let's get DRA off. Now we can hear a train. It's a fucking loud train. Let's get out of the way anyway. We are all set. The audio there makes it sound like yeah, we're in one of those jet-powered trains that they were experimenting with in the 50s and 60s. Big surprise that got nowhere. Okay, so once we are into the fast lane, we will then be able to up our speed to 40. In fact, it's saying we can do that now. So that's more like it, yeah, we're into a 90 zone now. As we are approaching Hawley Station. Still accelerating, just hit 80. We are going slightly uphill, which is impacting on our acceleration rate only very slightly, but yeah, our acceleration is a bit slower than it could be. So maximum speed of this train is 100, and then it got put on a line where, yeah, you were never going to do 100. So I'll just so much for no interruptions. We'll try and keep the train at around 90, or as you had this 80 mph drop in the max speed limit coming up in just over a mile. If memory serves, the brakes on this thing are pretty good, so I can wait a bit before slowing, but we'll coast a bit just to let it come down first. think I may have, yeah, I waited just a bit too long for the braking. And we're very soon entering another 90 mph zone anyway. Yeah, once the whole train has entered the tunnel. There we go, so we're into the 90 again. Let's max up that speed. Cold tea, can't beat it. Right, so we're now on a 1 in 111. That is quite a steep upgrade, and that is really impacting on our acceleration. Okay, leveled out now. Acceleration rate is a lot better. Now on a 1 in 190 uphill section. I think maintaining our speed here is going to be a bit tricky. Yeah, so we're going to have to sort of continue switching between 75 and 50% on the throttle. Into this rather long old tunnel, can't remember the name of it. Now we are going downhill. This might result in us needing to oh no, we are still losing speed at 50%, losing at a very slow rate, which is fine by me. Rather like the trip out here, it seems like we're getting nothing but green signals, which is highly unlikely for the Gatwick Express, or indeed any train on this line, but I'll certainly take it. And double yellow is for the other line. It's for the slow line. So here we are again at the this was a tunnel, the tunnel that was going under the fucking nut house, the Southern Broadmoor. The Purley station coming up in a mile and a half. No additional speed restrictions, so we can go through there at full tilt. Purley Gate is Pearly Gate. Whatever the next one is, Pearly Oaks. That's it. Yeah. I don't think they would ever really go. Yeah, I don't think they would ever call a station the Pearly Gates. So looks like 319. Didn't know they would run on this line. So yep, here is Pearly Station. Then Pearly Oaks, less than a mile further along the line. Yeah, here we are at Pearly Oaks. Speed limit change, which I hadn't noticed, but we should still be able to brake easily within time as we approach South Croydon. Yeah, no problem. A lot of speed restrictions around East Croydon Station. There you go, so we are fine here. So, South Croydon Station. And East Croydon, yet again, is not even a mile away. It's barely 3/4 of a mile away. You're going to need to start slowing down again for the 45 approach speed. We're in the 45 zone now, and then we've got to slow down again for the 30 as we go through East Croydon. Very slow here. There we are. So, yep, East Croydon Station. Yeah, we'll So we are soon entering the 45 zone again. There we go. So we can get some speed up. And if I keep the acceleration, I'll keep it at 75. I'm pretty sure we'll enter the 60 mph zone before we hit 45. Yeah, no problem. There we go. So we are now up to 60. Selhurst is the next station, which is barely half a mile down the line. This downward gradient means we are continuing to gain speed even when cruising, or coasting I should say. So here we are at Selhurst. And now into a 70-year zone. So we approach Thornton Heath. Oh, I just caught that. I thought we were going to end up speeding. Yeah, always in control. Alright, Norbury Station coming up in less than a mile. So yeah, the stations are coming thick and fast now. I'm pretty sure we are actually on the South London network as much as we are on the Brighton main line here. There's another 319 passes. So, yep, here we are at Norbury Station. And Streatham Common, just half a mile further along the line. And that red is not for us. That speeding alert though is for us. And a 60 mph speed limit reduction coming up just as we leave Streatham Common station. But yeah, speed is now fine there. So here we are through Streatham Common. So we're into the 60 zone now. ETA says we are just 10 minutes away from Victoria. It's only 6 miles away, so yeah, it's the slow speed limits are the cause of it being a somewhat long time to get there. Still greens all the way. Pelham Station, just yep, right here. Just see a shard in the distance there. Looks like an old 421 that's just passed us. I certainly didn't expect to see one of them. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, I just saw the gradient, that caught me out. So here we are at Wandsworth Common. Next station is Clapham Junction, the big one. I'm pretty sure most trains would stop at Clapham Junction, even the Gatwick Express, but we won't be. So we're on a 1 in 169 down the hill gradient, but we're not gaining speed still, so I'm quite okay with that. I'm going to have to start braking at some point, so I'll just brake lightly. I've only got to lose another 7 mph. So here we are at Clapham Junction. It's either a 377 or a 375 passing us. There we go. Right, speed is now fine for the next speed limit reduction. It's an absolute sea of rails around Clapham Junction. But there's no doubt about it, I braked way too early. So yeah, we take this turning here, which would, yeah, this is going to take us towards Victoria, because if it wasn't for, yeah, if we'd stayed on the other line, I think that ends up taking us to, would it be Charing Cross or would it be Waterloo? I think it would be one of those. We were on quite a steep uphill section there. Let's get some speed up and get us to at least 40, which is yeah, the approaching speed limit. So taking the avoiding line through Battersea Park Station. Looks like another 375. All double yellows, not surprising. So we're into the 40 zone, but we do obviously have to be braking here for the approaching 20 mph limit. See a lot of reds there. I'm hoping that that single yellow is for us. Yes, it is. Perfectly timed. Well, picking up speed quite a bit as we so we've just come off that down the hill section. We are still picking up some speed though, but not now, so we are okay for the moment as we approach Victoria. Platform 18, which I'm fairly sure is the platform that's always reserved for the 18 and 19, always reserved for the Gatwick Express. Never actually taken the Gatwick Express, so I don't know for certain. I've taken the Heathrow Express plenty of times, but never the Gatwick one. Not a fan of Gatwick Airport, so if I can avoid using it, I will. Every time I've flown out of this country, it's always been from Heathrow. Make sure we got the whole train on here. 10-car train this, so yeah, it is a fair old size. There we go, got the whole train on there, no problem. We're going to be a long way from the buffers, but oh well. So there we are. That was got the doors open. Yeah, so that was yeah, Gatwick Airport to London Victoria in the old class 460. Yeah, horrendously awful train in real life, but in the game it's actually not bad at all. It does drive quite well. Probably not the best train of the Gatwick Express trains that are available for Train Simulator Classic. I think the 442 certainly beats it, but yeah, it is a good one to drive. So there we go. And right, let's see how many speeding errors I made. There were a fair few. Three. Okay, that's actually less than I thought. My track record in these videos is not great when it comes to avoiding speeding, so getting 3 speeding errors, yeah, that's not bad going actually. That's a lot better than I usually manage. So yeah, there we are. That was yeah, Gatwick Airport to London Victoria. All pretty good stuff. Right, so that is that one done, and we'll see you at the next one.